All right, so I may have done something really stupid and I bought a WRX. This is gonna be my new project car, as if I don't have enough going on in my life already. I already know this thing's gonna be kind of a money pit, but I've really wanted one of these. I think most of us have always wanted one of these in high school. You see, I've had some friends that had some of these and I absolutely loved riding in them. I've always wanted like a race car or like something like fast. Obviously the 4Runner is not very quick at all. And then hearing the turbo on that thing, it's just made me want something like a little bit more. So I picked up a WRX. Obviously this thing's turbo. This is for the most part stock. The goal with this, I really want to get to at least 400 horsepower, which is going to require quite a bit of work. But for the most part, this thing's like clean. The engine runs great. The interior is fantastic. It's halfway STI swap. So there's a top mount intercooler, the STI interior, and then there's like a few other little components that have been upgraded. But overall, not much. I'm basically gonna rip everything out of this and put something new in at some point. But right now, we have a few things. I think the biggest thing I wanna do is put a turbo in it, a bigger turbo, because it has the stock WRX turbo, which is pretty small, can't make much. So that's like the main thing I wanna do next. But today, I am going to be putting in a Cobb intake on this thing, so we can get a little better turbo noises, a little better airflow into it, and see how it sounds. But I'm gonna show you what it sounds like right now, and it's got that beautiful little Subi rumble. So like I said, it's pretty stock. The only thing, other than some STI parts that has been changed, is there is a downpipe and a catback exhaust. That's why it sounds pretty good right now. I've been wanting to get this intake on for about a week now. I just got this car like a couple weeks ago. Had to get it smogged, just got it smogged. We can run it on the road now. But this intake should make it sound a little bit better, and then we're gonna retune it with a Cobb access port. So this is pretty easy to install. I'm probably not gonna do too much of a how-to on how to do this, because I don't really care to show like exactly everything. But this is a pretty straightforward install. Take out the airbox, remove the MAF, and I do believe you need to change a couple coolant lines over in this area, but it should be pretty easy. right, we're all finished up with the intake. It looks really clean. It's not as nice as the 6th element on my 4Runner because you can see the filter, which I really like. And I went ahead and used the Cobb access port to put the tune on the vehicle already. So we're gonna fire it up. Hope we don't get any check engine lights and give it a little test drive. Let's fire this up and hope for the best. Battery may be dead. I don't know. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna let her warm up for just a little bit and then we'll take it for a little test drive. See if we can get some sick turbo noises in this one. All right, here we go. Definitely sounds way better in the boost. Definitely sounds way better in the turbo sounds. Ooh. So this is actually my very first manual car, and I bought it to learn how to drive it as well. So bear with me if I'm not great at shifting or driving, I guess. All right, let's see how this sounds. Ooh, way better turbo noises. Ooh, that sounds way better than before. The stock airbox was just not doing it for me. Especially coming from the 4Runner, where with the 6th element intake that I have on it, that thing sounds fantastic. All right, that is it for this video of installing the Cobb intake on this Subaru WRX. Like I said, this is a project car, so I don't really care if I mess things up, blow up the engine, blow up the transmission. I wanna learn how to work on just cars in general, and these Subarus are definitely easier to work on. I've done so much research into like the engine, the transmission, what I need to swap, what I need to do, and I'm still learning. So I really want to make this thing super sick, not just on the inside, but also on the outside. This is my project car. Definitely going to be just putting money into it, but I think it's going to be a great learning experience for me, for you guys, if you guys have any questions. I don't really know what I'm doing majority of the time. Most of the time I'm looking stuff up and trying to figure out how to do it, but that's part of the fun, you know? I want to build cars. I'm starting with this one. I may even give this one away in the long term. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but if you guys like this video, please like it. Comment if you have any questions, or if you're new to the channel and you are experienced in Subarus, let me know what I should do to this to make it better, maybe more reliable. I really want to do a turbo next, but with a bigger turbo, I'm gonna have to do some other stuff. So just getting the funds for that, and then we'll put that on and get this thing moving with some more horsepower. And just making it more fun to drive. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.